Hi everyone, welcome to the Throne Room AZANIA edition with the iconic, intellectual, and indispensable Queen Mother. On today, we're going to be having a chat about the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire. Wow, guys, we're on our 6th episode. Cote d'Ivoire has been hot in the headlines because the mighty Gabago is coming back. He's been acquitted, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay, famous people from Ivory Coast, guys. I wanted to do a politician, but I just had to do Didier Drogba. I'm a big fan. Didier Drogba was born, I think, in 1978. And he is a phenomenal soccer player. First saw him in Chelsea, but he has played for the country, for many years, and he's played for other teams. He is his greatest contribution to Ivory Coast was he was on the 11-member Truth and Reconciliation Commission for the state, and he helped compile the report that was sent and created unity in the country. Last time I checked, he is on the top 10 of the top goal scorers for Chelsea, and he has played for Cote d'Ivoire 104 times. I've had the privilege of watching play, guys. Didier Drogba is magical, and like when they put him on the field, you can just feel the energy shift. He's a charismatic soccer player. He has his own style. He knows he's comfortable in himself as a player. And he retired in 2018 after a long 2-decade soccer career. Then on the other side, we have Yaya Toure. He's the guy that's bold and tall, dark, and handsome. Yaya Toure was born in 1983. I knew him from Manchester City, right? But apparently he has been on FC Barcelona for 3 seasons. Yikes, that is like a big deal. Like FC Barcelona has produced people like Messi, so he's a good soccer player. He's played for Cote d'Ivoire since 2004. He has won 3 consecutive African football players of the year. Cool genes. Let's go back to natural and human geography. Cote d'Ivoire is the neighboring country in the West Africa to Ghana, Burkina Faso, the countries that we've done already, and also to Mali, Guinea, and Liberia, the countries that we are going to do next. It also has Mount Nimba, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's about 1,752 meters above sea level, and it's a really cool place. I think if you want to go to Ivory Coast, you can go check it out. There's the Bandama, the Kome, and Sandra rivers. It's hard to navigate through those rivers, unlike the country that we did last week, Ghana, because they have a lot of rapids and waterfall. The country is divided into 14 districts, which become sub-regions. The ethnic groups in the country are divided into the Kwa in the south and Mande, I don't know, I think in the east, if I'm not wrong, and then lower down the Go, and that's part of the Niger Congo family. I'm back to it. I'm giving the history from 1960. Okay. Cote d'Ivoire gained its independence from the French colony in 1960, and they had a president who stayed president till 1993, the first president, and he didn't leave because his term ended. He unfortunately passed away, and later on in 2002 they tried having another election, and there was a big fight, and they tried to even remove the then president Gabago, and that coup didn't work out well and resulted in a civil war that divided the country into Muslim North Christian South. So many things to say about them, but I'm just gonna. And then in 2010, and a long delayed election took place. But the Electoral Committee announced AZANIA, if I'm not wrong, as president-elect. Kabago refused to leave, resulted in what was then called a post-election violence. But when we look at the aftermath of that post-election violence, I think it should be considered a civil war, because 3,000 people were killed and 500 people were displaced. That's like crazy. That's a war. And the politics of the country are quite interesting. The country on paper is a representative presidential democracy. Like, people are voted in the country, but that hasn't been the case. They just have had political violence and dictators and people refusing to let go of powers, being, but they do have an executive, the president, a vice president, and a prime minister. I know I sound crazy, but they do have a president. They have a president, vice president, and prime minister, and then the president appoints the cabinet. Okay, and then they have a legislature. Okay, the legislature is a unicameral body of 225 members who sit there for about 5 years, and then you have the judiciary, your judges. That is it's a separate organ, that protects the constitution of the country, but unfortunately it's under the authority of the president. Cote d'Ivoire, as relates to the world, Cote d'Ivoire is so important because of coca. They have other minerals, and they have oil, they have rubber articles, they have gems, they have precious metals, they have fruits, they have nuts, but coca is the big deal. Coca is what brings the money. Cote d'Ivoire is one of the greatest contributors to coca manufacturing companies. And what I mean by coca manufacturing companies, it's chocolate companies, guys. Coca is also a big job creator. Think about the chain from harvesters to truck drivers to shipping to unpacking to processing to making it into coca beans, to making it into chocolate, to packaging. It's a long chain of job creation. It's a big industry. But they still need to work on deforestation and child labor, because it's not well regulated and in Cote d'Ivoire. It's nice cheap labor. It's not right. And Cote d'Ivoire is important. Basically, if you want a summary, coca is important because with coca and Ivory Coast are so important, because without Ivory Coast, we wouldn't have days like Easter, we wouldn't have Easter eggs and chocolate Easter bunnies, and without Ivory Coast, we wouldn't have Valentine's Day. So yeah, stop looking down on African states. And that's it today on the Throne Room, the AZANIA edition, with your girl and Dogozo, or the Queen Mother, the iconic intellectual Queen Mother. Thank you so much, guys.